Hey y'all, welcome to my craft room. My name is Tasha, and I like to thank you for stopping by and crafting with me today. So I host a collaboration every other month, Craft Your Stash, and we are doing He Is Risen today. And Joanna and I from Joanna's DIY Life have a guest host today. This is Jessica, and her channel is The Busy Housewife. We'd like to go ahead and thank you for watching. So I actually have this in my stash here from Krafy Leeny. She had sent me a box, and I am going to use this little goodie today that she had sent me. So thank you. And I'm going to use the clear one on this project and some matte gel medium here. And what we're going to do is go ahead and rip up a bunch of these old papers that I have from a book that kind of lost its life. So we're going to repurpose it here, and I'm just going to rip up pieces, and I do a little bit of the stack that I have here. Now what we're going to do is add the matte gel medium all over the egg here like so. Now this is basically pretty much like you would do with the wet glue and water when you mix it together, except for matte gel medium makes it to where you don't have to do that. And I'm drawing a blank of what that is called right this second. I hope to think of it here shortly, but basically this is what you're left with after you do the whole thing. And then what I'm going to do is dry it, and then I'm going to flip it over, and all those pieces that were hanging out from, you know, the other side, we're going to just like bend it over the egg and just adhere it down to the other side here. And then I go ahead and do the entire inside of the egg as well. And then I just take this gesso here, and I'm just going to go all around like the little pieces that I had cut and adhere down. And I just do that and smooth it out here with my finger. And you want to go ahead and do this all over all the pieces. Now, the word I was looking for earlier is called paper mache. So you don't have to use water or nothing like that when you use the matte gel medium. So I absolutely love that way instead of using the water. So if you ever are in Hobby Lobby, pick you up a jar so you can have some in your stash. And once I'm done with all the gesso on there, which you don't have to do this part, I did that just so I have this like piece ready for me to watercolor on and paint. And I'm just getting rid of basically the rest of that white that was on my palette here, or on my plate. And then once we're done with that, now I have this Stabilo All Pencil 8046. And I ordered these from Amazon, I believe, a very long time ago. I'm pretty sure they still have them. A lot of artists use these. And I'm going to pretty much just go around the entire edging here of all those little pieces like this. Okay. And I know it looks like a big cracked egg, but we're actually not even doing an egg in this video. So, but you'll see what this looks like here shortly. And I did have to clean out my brush here real quick and add some more water inside. So that Stabilo All pencil is actually a watercolor pencil here. And when I add water to it and go around all the edgings, it's going to leave like a light gray, but it is a black color. And I do that everywhere on the entire egg piece here. So this is what it looks like. Now what I'm going to do is take some more of that pencil and mix a little bit of the gesso again together. And I'm just going to do a quick little paint inside each of them, and then take my watercolor brush and just kind of spread out that gray looking color that I've created with the pencil and the gesso. And I'm going to go ahead and do that on the entire egg here. And I did do a second round of this. I'm not sure. I can't remember if I showed you the second round or not. But I do that. And here's just me kind of showing you a little bit of the other side. Why, I don't know. You needed to see me do all of the sides, I guess. All right, now here we go. Once I was done, I did dry it a little bit. Now be careful because this is plastic and you don't want to get too close. Now I'm just going to take my matte gel medium lid and just kind of draw that out with that watercolor brush there. I decided not to watercolor that opening here. We're going to go ahead and use just some black paint. And that's just that apple barrel paint by Plaid. And then I do take my jar lid again, and we'll just make a circle out. This cardboard, you guys, comes out of my calendars from the Dollar Tree, so I'm going to use it. And then I'm going to use that same matte gel medium. This is also kind of like a glue here as well. And we're going to take some more of those book papers and just kind of lay them out like so, all the way around. Like this. And then I just go over top of it, just like you would Mod Podge. This is kind of like Mod Podge in a way, but this is more of a paste feeling, I guess. And Mod Podge kind of leaves like a plastic waxy feel. This does not. This leaves more of a soft kind of feel, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But once I was done with that, I trimmed off the bottom half here. And then what we're going to do is take that same pencil and we are going to go ahead and just do the same thing like I did on the egg. Except for this one, I'm actually going to do a lot darker than the egg because I want this to look like a different type of stone. So that's what we're doing here next. And then we'll do like the same thing. Now, you guys, I want to go ahead and talk about John 11:25-6. Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Let's go ahead also and read a little bit in Matthew 28, chapter 28, 5-6. And the angel answered and said unto the woman, Fear not, for I know that you seek Jesus, which was crucified. He is not here, for he is risen, as he said. Come see the place where the Lord lay. And then the last one, you guys, and he said unto them, Be not afraid. Seek Jesus of Nazareth, which was crucified. He is risen. He is not here. Behold the place where they laid him. In Mark 16:6. So, you guys, you could use these popsicle sticks. You could also use these bamboo sticks here. But I decided to use some toothpicks and this little tumbling tower block from the Dollar Tree. And you guys saw me glue down the little fake rock door to the egg. And now I'm just taking that Dollar Tree tool there and poking some holes and just making sure that those toothpicks fit down in there. And then, of course, we got to trim 2 of them down to make them just a tad bit smaller than the one in the middle. Like this. And then I just kind of trim up the other side just to make it a little smaller. And you guys, I just use hot glue. And it did leave a little lump there in the middle of these, but I was okay with that. It kind of brought more of a natural feel to me, I guess, than using like twine or something. I don't know. I wasn't really... I tried one with twine before I did this, and I didn't really care for it. So the hot glue just looks fine to me. And here we are. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read 1 Peter 1-3. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, which according to his abundant mercy hath begotten us again unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. And then 1 Corinthians 15:21. For since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the death. There are so many Bible verses about the resurrection, and I am so happy to share some of those with you guys today. Now, once we're finished here, I'm going to adhere it, I can't talk, to the top of my little eggie here. And I'm going to use this matte gel medium again because this is a really, really heavy kind of glue here as well. And it'll hold pretty well here on top. And then we'll just cover that whole area with glue here like so, all around like this. And I do, like I said, a little heavier amount all around. And then once we're done, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this moss here. This stuff I have from Hobby Lobby. And I do that all over. Now here, I just wanted the He is Risen part instead of the cross on there as well. So I'm just going to trim that out. And this is just a rub-on transfer as well that I have in my stash that I get these monthly from Christian Craft Paper if you guys are interested in them. I'm not a part of them or anything like that, but just throwing that out there. And that's it for this one. Let's hop into the next one. So let's go ahead and use the bottom part of the other egg. And here I'm just going to try to decide a color that I want to go with here on this egg. And what's going to work the best without doing a bunch of coats. So I'm going to go with that darker purple there. It was going to work. Now I just hurried up and wiped it off, and yeah, let's get right to it. So what we're going to do is cover the whole thing in this matte gel medium. That way it's going to be so much easier for me to paint. And I just do the whole thing. I just give it one light coat like this. And then I painted it. And then I'm going to take this metallic color. I kind of wish I didn't add this color on here because then it kind of went a little wild. But I do think it looks very, very pretty. But even in the video, it looks silver. Like, it didn't look purple at all. It looks silver. It looks silver even on my project. So I don't know if, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it looks silver. It still looks silver here. Does it look silver to you guys? Because it looks silver to me. But it's supposed to be like a lavender kind of metallic, but I don't know. What do you guys think? You'll have to let me know. All right, so once I got that done, what I like to do with my extra stuff, I like to save stuff like this, and then I'm taking that darker stuff, and I will use this in a mixed media project, I'm sure, later on my other channel. Now I have this stuff. I don't know what this is, but it's like a wire, and it has like craft paper covering it. I found this at a thrift store for, I think it was even cheaper than whatever it said on there. And I've only used it like I think maybe once or something, but I thought I'd use it today. And I'm going to use some tape here at the bottom and some glue to keep this in place because I want to make a little basket here. So now I'm taking some of this Dollar Tree, I think it's Dollar Tree. I believe it's Dollar Tree. Like lace ribbon here. And I just take some tacky glue instead of hot glue because I wasn't sure how hot glue, if it was going to melt or not, or be all weird and just come off. And sometimes hot glue gets real chunky. But so I have one of these things. I'm going to try to cut this with the plastic on it, you guys. I don't know. For some reason, when I touch this stuff, it makes me gag really bad. So I tried my hardest not to touch it at all. And I like hurry up and threw it in there. Did you see that? It made me gag right there when I touched it. But I do have to touch it and get some glue on there. So what I did was flip it over, set it on my table, put the glue down, and then hurried up, touched it, flipped it back over. Gagged a little bit, you know. Now, this stuff, at the time, I couldn't really find this stuff at the Dollar Tree for like a long time, but I'm starting to see it again now. But this stuff actually came from Michael's. So if you guys have this at your Dollar Tree, just snatch it from there instead of at Michael's, because it's pretty much the same thing. Now again, here I'm just trying to squeeze out this tacky glue, and then I'm going to take this moss stuff. This is like real stuff, like it even stinks a little bit. Yeah. And just adhere it down to the top here. Sorry, I'm off camera just a tad bit, but you get the gist, I hope. Just adhere it to the foam piece that I had there in place. All right. Now I'm going to take these lavender pieces that you can get from Hobby Lobby. I think the Dollar Tree has them sometime too, but they look more plasticky, I guess. But these, I'm going to try to get them to stay around this piece, and I just use hot glue. I wasn't really sure what to use on this. I think I might actually go back and when I come across my green floral stuff and just like wrap it around. But here's a little better view here of how it kind of looked and went around there a little bit. You can kind of check that out here. Next, what we're going to do, I have these pieces in my stash from a different project that I did, and I wanted to use these up. So I'm going to trim up the top here, and I trimmed off the bottom of that one like this. I was trying to show you here. And then the other one I'm going to trim to make a cross piece. So we're going to make a cross. And I'm just using this little thing. I got that from the Walmart, that little saw thing. Then we'll use some antique wax here to just like go over. Excuse me, I have burpees. Then I have this rub-on transfer too from the Christian craft paper that I have on my stashes. And I'm just going to use some gesso here over top of this book paper. I have a bunch of them sitting off to the side, so I've been trying to use them up. And then I will put this He Is Risen down here and rub it on to the background and peel off that topping. And you guys, I did, oh, and then we're going to take the cross and just like stick it down in that foam piece there. And get that all ready to go like that. And then what I'm going to do here, I show you this, but don't do it because I didn't realize that this isn't going to be a perfect circle. Because of how it's cut out, it's not even a circle. It's like a funky circle. So I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, ran right into it. So we'll just cut it out as thin as we can all the way around. And I leave quite a little bit of an edge there. All right, and then here we go. We're going to try to pull that up, and I'm not going to make you watch me do that, of course. Then I'll just go ahead and just draw kind of like a rough outline around this. Doesn't have to be perfect. And this, again, we're going to, this comes from my calendars from the Dollar Tree. It has like this little square piece, and you can like rip off the top of these and get that cool corrugated look there. And once I peeled that off, I'll take my sander and just smooth out all the bits and get all the glue pieces that didn't come off of it. And once I'm finished sanding that down, I glued it down, and then I just went as close as I could around the edging to the little He Is Risen part there. And then I just glued it down here to the cross, like so. And it looks pretty. I love it. And then, you guys, I have this little lamb that's in my stash from Hobby Lobby. And then the little tiny lamb came in a pack a few years ago that I got from Michael's, but I didn't find them this year. And that's it for this one, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my second project, and we're going to hop into my last one here. Krafy Leeny also sent me these. I've done double-sided projects on these guys, so if you want to check out another video of me doing these tags on the other side, I'll link that here in the iCards here above. So I have 2 of these craft papers. I'm not sure where they came from. I think Tamu or Tamu or however you say that stupid name. I ordered 2 times from them, quite a bit of stuff, and I believe that's where this came from. I thought it was actually a bigger paper pad, and it was actually a tiny one, so I thought that was kind of funny. And then I have this purple that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to go ahead and dab. I was like, this is not going to work, so I ended up grabbing a different brush, cleaning that one real quick. This one's going to be so much better because I didn't want you guys really to see that, but this actually wasn't the tag I was thinking about. But I do have another tag that I did because it came with 2 of them. So if you guys want to see that one, I'll link it to the top there. But here I'm just adding a little bit of water, and what we're going to do is add a few splashes here to my project, and then I'll go ahead and dry that up, and then we're going to do this green color here and do the same exact thing here. This one is actually a satin paint, and satin paint kind of gives me a little bit of metallic vibe in a way, but not as shiny, I guess. I didn't realize that when I put this down, but yeah, it's a little different, but I like it. I actually liked it. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing here, add some water to that bits that I had left, and I do save these paper plates for my journaling in case I need them for other things. Now this one I just cut out. It had a bunch of bright flowers and stuff. I didn't really want that. I just wanted the He Is Risen. So I trimmed around that, and we'll get that here. And this is another rub-on from Christian Craft Paper. Now I have 2 popsicle stick pieces in my stash, and I just used some of the antique wax to make that look more like a wood cross. And then we'll just go ahead and use some wood glue and let that dry here for a bit. Make sure it's nice and centered. Then I took a piece of ribbon, lace ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to wrap that around the cross here. And I just used a little bit of hot glue on the back to kind of get that to stay there. And then I'm going to use a couple pop dots on the back of this because I want this to pop up off of my cross a little bit, or pop off of my tag, excuse me, a little bit. Because I want to add one of these little mini ring wreaths from Hobby Lobby, or I'm not sure where that came, Hobby Lobby or Michael's maybe. And then I have this lavender that we used in the last project. I had a couple pieces still left from that, so I decided to add them on here. And that's pretty much it, I believe. Oh no, I do go ahead and grab some of my favorite gingham ribbon here. And I made me a little tiny bow with some longer tails there. And I just glued that here up to the top. And that's it, you guys. I love it. I think it's absolutely pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. And I want to say thank you so much. Now here is the final reveal. All right, I want to say thank you for stopping by and crafting with me today. I also would like to thank my host, Joanna, and our guest host today, Jessica, for joining this fun collaboration with me. I appreciate y'all. I want to say God bless, and if you'd like, you can go ahead and tap my picture here to subscribe to my channel. You're more than welcome to watch these 2 videos. Bye, y'all.